I'm sorry for not doing this earlier. I've been getting so many requests and this was one of them. It's just impossible to do all of them at the same time, so I have to spread them out so that I don't burn out on doing videos. So there is a guide on how to find and catch the treasure demons. It's not actually very hard, you only need a couple personas to do this efficiently. But first, one important thing you have to do is to craft the treasure trap. I know it says that it increases chances of encountering treasure demons in palaces, but I've tried it on mementos and it also works there. This guide will be focused on mementos, so it's better if you do this at the end of the game when you have all memento areas unlocked. At the end of the game, you'll be able to catch all treasure demons in one memento run. You can still catch them as you are playing the game if you find them, but I think it's more efficient if you are looking for them at the end of the game when you have all of them unlocked. I don't think you'll need more than one or maybe two. I've used one and I was okay. Doing criticals works against all but one of the treasure demons. And for that treasure demon you just need a weak persona with a curse spell. So first I'm gonna show you the personas to have for high criticals. If you have someone with Revolution, summon him. It's not required, but it makes your life a lot easier. Revolution increases critical rate for both allies and enemies, but treasure demons are not gonna attack you anyway, so Revolution will make your life easier. Hanuman can be easily found in the game. I think it was the 7th palace. Revolution is just in case you're very unlucky with criticals, because you'll get 2 or 3 chances to attack. So yeah, don't go too out of your way to find the skill. The most important skill is Lucky Punch or Miracle Punch if you don't have Lucky Punch. I prefer going with a low level persona with Lucky Punch because you don't risk killing the enemy. So just go with the lowest level persona with Lucky Punch you can make. For me and many of you, it will probably be Obaryion. And then in addition to that, you can find a persona with Apt Pupil. This passive increases your critical rate chances, so fuse the personas with the 2 skills and then inherit them. In this video I'm using Koppa Tengu. You can use whatever you want, as long as you have the 2 skills, your persona should be okay. So Stone of Scone is the only persona that is immune to physical attacks. The other ones resist physical attacks, but you can still do criticals. I'm gonna choose Agathion because it's the lowest level one I can use. You can use whatever you want as long as you don't insta-kill the enemy. So don't use Mudo, which insta-kills the enemy, but use Eiha. If you really want higher critical rate and you already have Regent, you can itemize Regent to get the accessory. It increases critical rate up. I don't think it's necessary, I'm using it just because I already have it. With this accessory, Revolution, Apt Pupil and Lucky Punch, you're basically 100% sure you're gonna critical the enemy. Unless you're really unlucky. So now it's time to hunt the demons. I'm gonna go in order. So first one is Regent in Path of Ayat's Bus, I think. You can find Regent in all areas of this path, so just quick travel to the path and then move to another floor. When you are on another floor, just look for all enemies you see on the minimap. If you have seen all enemies or almost all enemies, you can press R1 to move quickly. You don't even need to get out of the car. The only requirement to move through floors using R1 is that you have already seen the room where you can go up or down. So as you can see here, I'm just going up and down the floors and now I found Regent. It took me 3 minutes. As you can see, in party I only have Morgana because Morgana has Miracle Punch. I removed the other 2 so that I can go faster. So use Revolution and then Miracle Punch for Morgana. If Miracle Punch from Morgana doesn't work, just change persona on your main character and do a Lucky Punch. Next in the list is Queen's Necklace, and for that you have to go to Path of Kaitul. There is no treasure demon of Path of Kemda, so I'm just gonna skip that. In Path of Kaitul, Queen's Necklace can be found on any area, so just do the same as before. Move around through the floors and then just look for the gem. It took me 2 minutes to find Queen Necklace for this video. You can use the same tactics as before, but actually Queen's Necklace is weak to gun damage, so you can just use your gun. Next one is Stone of Scone. You can find this one is Path of Axerius. As for the other 2, he can be found in any of the areas, so just quick travel to one of them. It took me 1 minute to find this one. Just use a curse spell and you can recruit him. Next one is Koinor in Path of Adyeshak. Still can be found in all areas. Using the same method again, just moving through floors. It took me 2 minutes to find the demon. In this case, Futaba's position hack activated. If that happens, you'll be able to recruit the enemy without even attacking. So last path is the Path of Cherry Ruth. In this path you can find 4 of them. In areas 1 to 5 you can only find Orlov, so that is easy. But I'm an idiot, so I forgot to record it, so yeah. Just know that Orlov is in areas 1 to 5. The next 3 are a big mess. You can basically find Great Talisman, Hope Diamond and Crystal Skull on the same areas. Even in the Japanese wikis where it says that you can find some of them in some areas and some of them in others, I found all 3 of them in all areas from 7 onwards. You can try looking for a Great Talisman in the first few areas like 7, 8, and then Hope Diamond in 9, 10, 11, and Crystal Skull in 12 to 13. But just know that when I was hunting the first time, before making this video, it took me many tries before I found Hope Diamond. I kept finding Great Talisman and Crystal Skull, but Hope Diamond was very difficult for me. Then, when I tried making this video, it was completely different. I kept finding Great Talismans and sometimes Hope Diamond everywhere, and it took me 20 minutes before I found Crystal Skull. It might be different for you, just know that differently from the ones from before where you could find them in 3 minutes because there was only one in one area. These last 3 could take a long time depending on how lucky or unlucky you are. The strategy is the same for all of them, just use Revolution and high critical rate attacks. If you ranked up your Tower Confident, there is a skill you can do with a gun that allows you to bring down the enemy with 1 round of bullets, but you cannot use that if you are hunting for more than 1 treasure demon. You will finish the bullets after 1 or maybe 2 treasure demons depending on your rank. So yeah, I don't think there's much else I have to say about this. I have like half an hour of footage of me looking for Crystal Skull, but I'm just gonna cut to where I found it. As you can see, it's not very difficult, just needs some preparation and knowing where to find them. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, feel free to leave a dislike and maybe give me some feedback. Thank you for watching and maybe see you in the next one. The first one is Regent in Path of Apt Bus. So first one is Regent in Path of Apt Bus, I think. Who the hell translated the Memento names?